We have started. We are out here.
In nature, absolutely. Quabbin Reservoir. What is today? The 14th?
Today is the... What day is today? Today is the 14th, maybe?
Let's slide that down and see what it says. Oh, it's not telling me the date on the thing.
Yeah, I don't know what day it is.
You'll find out.
It's the 14th. Prince was right. I should have...
November 14th, 2021, on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We're just here. I could use the decompression, the de-stressing, and the relaxation out in nature. And I could also not say as many times, but...
I didn't want to say anything.
You just said anything.
Whoa! Very clever. That was good.
No, man, it's been a while. It's been a while since you've heard from us on Audibly Enlightened, and we're glad to be back. Welcome back, guys, for tuning in. Thank you for being with us yet again. I know it's been a while, so I'm just happy to be here.
I'm very happy to be here. And Prince and I, we just want to talk about a few things today as we sit out here in nature. And hopefully you can do the same thing. If you are listening to this, I recommend you go outside. If you're inside, just get some fresh air. Ideally, do this next to a tree. And the reason why is we want to be outside in nature, among the trees, as much as possible. And this is because of energetic and emotional health. This is the foundation of health, your energetic emotional health. If it's off, it doesn't matter how sharp your mind is. It doesn't matter how well tuned your body is. It will all collapse and self-destruct if you don't get your energetic and emotional health on point. And I do want to start with the foundation, then I want to talk about what Prince said earlier about emotional weightlifting or strength training. Mm-hmm. But first, to set the stage, you become the energy that you interact with most often. And most people are interacting with crazy and negative energy all the time, whether it's in the form of negative people, that toxic person at work or that family member that is always bringing you down, making you feel worse, or it can be the actual literal negative energy from wireless technology as you sleep next to your phone and have it on your body all day. The remedy to all this, the solution to the madness, is to get out into nature. There's something called forest bathing in the energy of the trees. You're not taking a literal bath in the river, but you're being cleansed by the electromagnetic fields of the tree. And let me tell you this, we now have the technology, Kirlian photography, where you can take pictures and capture the electromagnetic fields in photographs. So you can take pictures of trees and humans and you can see the energy emitting from them and surround them. You can see it on picture now. And so this is not some woo-woo, tree-hugging hippie thing.
You stole the words out of my mouth.
This is real life. Mm-hmm. We can be next to the trees and be healed emotionally and energetically by their energetic fields. Now, hey, Prince, another thing that's going to help is not just being in the right environment, but also changing how we look at things. Mm-hmm. Could you talk for a little bit about what you mentioned earlier about the emotional strength training?
Absolutely. For me, it's just a matter of knowing how to handle certain situations. Does that mean that I handle situations well all the time? Absolutely not. But I think a big part of my resilience is the practice of finding the silver lining in bad situations. Or what are, quote, seemingly bad situations. Like, you might look at a rainy day and say, oh, it's a rainy day. But I refuse to let the weather determine my mood and my day. If it's raining out, great. I get a free car wash. You know what I mean? So, just stuff like that. Approaching things with a little bit of humor and trying to find the good in it. I needed the extra salt and barnacles washed off my car or whatever, all that debris. But finding the good in the seemingly bad. Even in a pile of, pardon my language, shit, you can still find a nugget, right? So that's what I'm really talking about. And it's a practice. It doesn't mean I'm a master at it, but it's a practice. And I can honestly say that some of the most painful moments in my life have turned out to be some of the most greatest breakthroughs. And I can now say that I don't have bad days. I don't believe in bad days because I have bad moments. And those moments teach us a thing or two. You know, if you're willing to look and dig through the pile of shit, you can find the nugget of positivity.
So there's two main things we want to do here to improve our energetic and emotional health. The first is to place ourselves in the right environments. You become your environment. You become the people that are around you. You become the energy you're around. So placing yourself in nature is the best energy you can surround yourself with. You become that energy of peace, of positivity, of life, instead of becoming the chaos and stress. Also, the second thing we want to practice is changing how we look at things. Prince mentioned you can look at a rainy day as a bad day, or you can look at it as a free car wash. And you want to always
Don't forget to bring the soap, eh?
And bring your own soap, though. And the thing is, Wayne Dyer, a great spiritual teacher and author, once said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
Absolutely.
If you look at emotions differently, you can use them to grow stronger instead of becoming weaker.
Right. You should feel your feelings. If anything, emotions are more like feedback, you know? Like some people might say, don't feel your feelings, but, you know, if you're feeling a certain kind of way, if you're feeling pain, maybe that's a sign that you might need to change some things. And that might be the spur to get you going to actually make some improvements and make those positive changes. So be aware of your emotions. It's not so much that emotions are bad, it's really how we react and respond to them. You know, if we're upset at somebody who has done us wrong, do we lash out at them physically, or do we address it so that it doesn't happen again and that the issue is dissolved, nullified at that point? So that's just what I wanted to say about that briefly.
We wanted to keep this Audibly Enlightened podcast brief today. We'll be coming to you on a much more regular basis. We just wanted to dip our toes in a little bit before we fully dive in for the next podcast. We're going to be doing video podcasts as well. We're going to be doing Forest Fitness on Sundays at 2 p.m. And the last thing I want to say before I give Prince his closing words is emotional health matters. Your emotions, they're not who you are, but they are real and they affect you greatly. So be in control of your emotions. Don't allow your emotions to be in control of you. And remember, it's practice. Just like you can't expect to bench 300 pounds first day, it takes time to grow stronger emotionally, but you can do it. Prince, anything you want to say in closing?
I think that'll be the perfect title for this video. Emotional strength training. You know, EST.
Oh, EST.
You know, hashtag EST. That hashtag emotional strength training. But, you know, some of us are a bit more spiritually evolved and emotionally stronger than others. And I know I have some ways to go. But as I always say, progress over perfection. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here with us on this virtual nature excursion, this discussion. You know, we look forward to our time with you guys in the future. And stay well, Alex.
Stay well. This is Audibly Enlightened. We'll catch you next time.
Peace.